for landing today, we're landing runway 27 left, just, you know, for a shorter taxi. Why does it drop to 19 FPS? What is going on? Okay. That's weird. Anyway, landing 27 left. Runway. Now it's at 28 FPS. That's weird. Anyway, I'm gonna just give it a little bit of drag so we can help the descent profile. So, like I said, landing 28 left this evening into San Francisco, flying the 757-200 fighter from Flight Factor. My absolute most amazing favorite plane of all time ever. The beauty about this plane is it automatically calculates and inputs stuff for you, such as we have our VREF speeds here, 20 degree flaps, 151, 25, 142, 30 is 140. It's telling us that we need a little more drag, so we're going to give it some speed brakes there. Simply by clicking and selecting the 30 flaps, 140 VREF, inputting it in here, as well as, I mean, not only does that calculate, come calculated, but ILS 28 left is already, the frequency is already there for you at a course of 284. I'm gonna come over here. What did we say was 109.55? 109.55. It's already in there, and the course was 284. So we just gotta adjust the course. It's very easy flying this plane when it comes to the small little technical calculations. It likes to calculate your takeoff speeds as well as your landing speeds. Coming back over here, we have a little reference VREF display up here. We're simply gonna this middle dial go down to the bigger part or bigger dial, and we're gonna select landing. Okay, the ref is already there right now. So if I go, we're in approach, so it's already there. We're just gonna confirm it. So we're gonna put 139 plus 5. We're gonna put 144, and then what it does is it calculates, gives us our plus 40, plus 80, gives us our speeds. Those are kind of like the approach speeds. In the first phase of the approach, we'll be going plus 80. So, of course, a lot of the approach charts, a lot of the stars require you to be maybe somewhere between 220 or 210 when it comes to speeds, but this is a good indicator to kind of keep you reminded of what speeds you want to accomplish here. So plus 80, 224, plus 40 is 184. Our VREF, our landing speed, will be 144 coming into San Francisco today or tonight. Descending through 16,000. We're just gonna come over here. This is our barometer, or whatever you want to call it. We're gonna click it on standard, switch. I mean, now it will be a standard. Now it's in inches, and we're simply gonna just look up the METAR at San Fran one more time. KSFO 290.11 knots, and we're looking at altimeter setting 3021. So 30, Just gonna scroll up 3021, just like that, right here on that top right dial. And of course, you can switch from inches to whatever they use in Europe. But there it is. We're at 15,000. Looking at our data here, you can also find this in the FMC. We have some restrictions here, coming up to flows in about 4 nautical miles right there. There it is. We want to be at 13,385 and at speed of 280. Coming up to cities or seeds or whatever. I hate these. I hate pronouncing these waypoints, VORs, and stuff like that because, you know, it just doesn't make any sense. Never know how to pronounce them. That's about in 17 miles because we're right over flows right now. About 17 miles, we'll be slowing down to 250, and we'll be, or we should be, at about 9,800. Everything's there. This is our descent profile needle. Right now the needle is a little bit above this line, which means that we're a little lower than we should be, but that's kind of where you want it. Once this needle drops down past this line here, you want to apply some speed brake, and you want to just kind of help your plane slow down a little bit, and it'll increase his descent profile. Right now we're keeping it steady at about 1,300 feet per minute right here, this indicator, and that's good for now. And I mean, if that was to slide below, you know, the plane would try to increase his descent as he's doing right now. He would try to increase his descent profile. Of course, counter effect to that is he'd be picking up speeds. In order, you know, to kind of balance things out, you would deploy the speed brake to kind of help the plane slow down and as well as help him increase that descent profile. Right now we're looking good on all ends. Let's just check no discontinuities. We're good to go. Coming up to 11,000 feet right now, 11.5, descending through 115 for 9,000. We are on which arrival is this? I think we're on, what is it, Highlander? I forgot. Let's go to the departure arrival page right here, KSFO arrivals. We're on Diamond 5. That's where we are. Yep, Diamond 5 arrival. That's our star. And coming along great here. Coming up to 10,000 feet. Watch, there's a plane hits the 10,000 feet mark. He wants to slow down to 250, so we'll pitch the nose up slightly, and you can watch that diamond right there dip below that line, meaning we're not on the descent profile as we should be, because the plane has pitched his nose up now to help itself slow down. As we deploy the speed brake, there it is, as we deploy the speed brake, it'll slow down faster, and that diamond will jump right back up because the plane was able to pitch its nose back down and correct itself on that descent profile. Great. Just, I mean, Flight Factor did such a great job with the 757 and the 767. Forget what anybody says if you hear it different. They clearly don't fly the planes enough. Great planes, great add-ons. I mean, are they expensive? Yeah, but are they worth the money? Yes. Especially seeing if you're going to fly them a lot. Definitely worth the buck. So 9,000 feet, we're going to keep descending. We're going to extend our descent down to 6,000. The landing lights can come on. What's the temperature? It's plus 9 degrees. Nice and warm. We're going to get the anti-ice off, and we're going to keep descending. We're actually below what we should be. As long as this diamond is above the line, you're good. It means that you're good. As soon as it starts dipping below, it means that you're a little too high. And of course, you always want to be on the profile coming in. You don't want to have any extra speed. It's really hard to bleed the speed off, especially in the 7.5, especially in the freighter. We are in the freight. We're fully loaded with the freight. We don't have a lot of fuel left. We only have about 8,000 pounds left of fuel, 8.2 in total, 4,000 and 4,000 left and right. But you know, that's not a lot of fuel. That's about 4 tons of fuel, maybe slightly less. But that's kind of what we wanted for this flight, and we're looking good. Having said that, we don't have a lot of fuel. We're still very heavy because we're fully loaded with the goods here. Let me check something real quick. We can actually look at how heavy we are coming in. Is there this progress? No, 1 second. Over to menu, FMC. No, index. My bad. Index and then approach. So yeah. So we're about 218.2 right now, gross weight, 218,000 pounds. Very heavy coming in. Like we said, the beauty about this is that it's all, you know, our frequency is already there, our course is already set right here. We punch that in just to kind of have everything coordinate with each other. I'm not sure why Streamlabs is recording at 47 FPS. I think maybe because I'm getting 47 FPS, and then kind of it's matching the FPS. I'm not sure. Right now it jumped back to 60. Am I getting 60 FPS? I don't know. Let's see. No, I'm getting 35. Yeah, I don't know what it is with me moving the view around or moving the mouse around. I don't know what Streamlabs OBS is all about, or OBS. They've been, yeah, I don't know. So, 230 indicated right here. We're gonna deploy the speed brake because, like I said, right here, the diamond is below our descent altitude here, my descent profile. By arming the speed brake, as we did, I have that button assigned, mapped to my joystick here. We're helping the plane out. We actually forgot about this. Let's and VNAV engage again. Okay, so descending furthermore, the plane is going to dip its nose down again. We're going to deploy the speed brake once again and just help it slow down. There we go. As you can see, we're dipping right below that glide slope, and our localizer is alive. There she is. We're still on that speed brake, descending at 2,000 feet per minute, and this is 600 feet below our descent profile. You can actually see this number indicator. Tells you how many feet below you are as opposed to where you should be, or how higher we are. It kind of works in reverse, but we're 600 feet higher than we should be. Aiming for 3,100 at He-Man. Let's just put that in there, 3,100, and then from then on we'll be pretty much on our final. Let's get rid of that. We still have our speed brake out, helping the plane slow down a little bit. It's slowing down to 200 right now. We can deploy speed brakes. We can retract our speed brakes and go flaps 1 and flaps 2. You can see the plane is doing what it needs to do. It's slowing down with speed. Keeps decreasing that speed to 170 knots on that approach phase. The plane knows what it's supposed to do. This is wonderful. And flaps 15. I actually said flaps 1, flaps 2. In a Boeing it goes flaps 1, flaps 5, flaps 15. We are flaps 15 right now. That's San Diego right there. I mean, it's San Francisco right there in front of us. And the localizer is alive. We're gonna go one more flaps 20, and we're gonna hit that localizer button. And it's gonna come right onto that localizer at the same time. Our glide slope is coming ever so closer to where it needs to be. We're gonna get that approach button in there, activate the approach phase, and the plane is flying itself on the approach. Let's let everybody know that we're coming in. San Francisco traffic, FedEx 905. We're on a 10-mile final, runway 287. We'll report 5 miles short final. San Francisco traffic. Just letting people know that we're coming. And let's go. No, not yet. 170 is good for now. We'll go 170 about 5 miles out, and then we'll really drop our speed down. We are on the glide slope, descending on the glide slope right now. Everything is still very much automated. I'm actually going to start the APU once, on this final. Oh, landing altitude, I forgot that. Landing altitude, I think the elevation here is like 30 feet or something like that. We'll put it at 30. And coming up to about 7.5 mile short final here. APU generator is indicating that it's off. That just means that it's starting. The night lighting, amazing. Alright, coming up to about 5 mile short final. San Francisco traffic, FedEx 905, 5 mile short final, 28 left. Alright, coming up to 5 mile short final there. Auto brakes are going to go to braking action 3, I guess that's good enough. And we're actually going to start slowing down more. We're going to go to our VREF approach speed 144. We're going to go flaps 25 and gear down, baby. There it is, the gear is down, and full flaps, flaps 30. Just gonna wait for the plane to kind of fix its attitude here a little bit. Fixing the attitude looking good. Alright, this is where we take over. We're gonna kill that auto throttle, and we're gonna kill the autopilot. Gonna get rid of that caution.
1,000.
The plane is ours. 1,000. We're accelerating a little bit, carrying a little too much speed. Kind of above the glide slope, so we do want to kind of get there. On approach, I like to be a little bit below the glide slope because I like touching down early. So there it is. There's our glide slope, and we're just getting below it right now. Perfect, just the way I want it. Let's pull back on that power, and now we're gonna start pulling up the nose slightly.
Glide slope.
Always keeping that center line where it should be.
100.
Here we are, 146, 145 knots. Pull up on the nose.
20.
Pull up on the power a little more juice. Acceptable. We'll take it. Reverse. I like touching down very early, even before that touchdown zone. That's just how I do it every time. I like touching down right on the numbers. If you follow the glide slope in the sim, I'm not an IRL pilot, but if you follow the glide slope in the sim, you'll never touch down in the touchdown zone or on the numbers. You're always gonna find yourself, overcorrecting because you want to go down because you feel like you're running out of runway, and yeah, other things will happen. You overcorrect and all these small things. So that is a very acceptable landing, nice and firm. Considering we're heavy, that's okay. Runway turnoff lights left and right can go on. Our APU is running. APU bleed can go on. And our speed brakes can come in and we can retract our flaps. We're going to turn off the runway here, so we're going to kill our landing lights. And we're also going to let people know. San Francisco traffic, FedEx 905, vacated runway 28 left. We're going to get off the runway here. Simple as that, easy peasy. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on another great landing. Bye-bye.